As you know, this week we learned about nonverbal codes and cultural spaces. Right in the beginning of the chapter, on page 275, it was explaining how cultural spaces is not necessarily your physical home or your neighborhood, but a place that has some cultural meaning that helps you create your identity. And that really hit home with me because there's a lot of people that I know that don't feel culturally connected to their home, and there's some people that do. So I like it. There's this thing called the cultural spaces where people are allowed to call this their cultural space and connected to their identity. So when I thought about a cultural space, I definitely thought about Harlem because of the history created in Harlem. And I know that there's so many people culturally connected to Harlem in different ways. Something that I'm actually very familiar with because I grew up in the neighborhood. But this cultural space specifically, I don't feel connected to identity-wise. I have some other cultural spaces that I feel are more important. So this is why I picked this, because it was different from my own cultural space. So 125th has many different histories connected to it. If you walk down, even the street names are different activists and different people that have a history with African Americans. Like we have Malcolm X, we have Adam Clayton, we have Frederick Douglass, many of those, and so much more. And with the Big Apollo Theater, we have had big artists, small artists, all types of different artists, but it's something that is here for Harlem for it to create, to show off its art. Within 125th, there's a specific corner that I want to speak about, and it's 125th and Adam Clayton right in front of the statue. This cultural space is defined by them. They defined this corner as the corner where there's gonna be African music at. I don't know if it's a program. I don't know if it's just them that come. I don't know if even they all know each other. But they come here. There's African drums and different African instruments. And they're just playing and dancing. And it's honestly something so beautiful to see. Like I said, I have some cultural spaces that are connected to my identity that is different from this, even though I'm from the neighborhood. What's different here is that they welcome all. I feel like with my own cultural space is very, you must be part of the cultural background to even understand things. But with this cultural space that was created here in this corner, they welcome all. Anyone can come here and enjoy this music. They can add to the music. They can dance to the music. They can do whatever they want. And the people that started this corner accept it all and welcome all. When it comes to the rules of this cultural space, I really want to talk about facial expression and the way that they welcome you into this space. They always have a smile on their face. If you're walking by and you look at them, they're going to welcome you in. They're going to give you a gesture or a facial expression, or even their body language is open. The way that they're sitting in the circle is open for anyone to come in and enjoy this music with them. As well as verbal communication. They'll definitely say a hey with their wave. They'll say come in. They'll say welcome. They'll laugh. Things like this definitely give you the nature that this is okay for everyone and they're accepting everyone in this cultural space. Because I'm not sure where this cultural space came from, who is creating this space, why it's there, I don't know how people would react if this cultural space is not there. But being that COVID has happened, they are not there in this corner anymore. And I feel like the corner is lifeless. Me being in the neighborhood, I passed through that corner various times during the week. And I miss that corner being there. I miss the music, the friendly faces, the different cultural backgrounds standing here and enjoying this. It's something that is definitely missed. So I know I'm probably not the only person that misses this corner that was created. Before this week, I thought that a cultural space had to be where you're from, where you were born, or where you were raised, or something in that matter. But I love that I learned that a cultural space is something that you're culturally connected to with meaning. And I know that this cultural space is someone's meaningful place. It might not be for me, but I know that there's people there, the people that are created it, the people that go there before used to go there on the daily. There's this cultural meaning to them, and it's something that's close to their heart and it's connected to them in some sort of way. So I love that I learned that this week, and I learned so much more, and that's my post cultural space.